Yeah?
Come on, hurry. We're recording now. Hurry up.
All right.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, peeps. You're now tuning in to the hottest online show on the planet. She's Mitch.
And he's Gab. Welcome to another episode of Gab To Go. Keep on uploading those videos and make us your habit. You'll never know. Your video might be the next one on cue.
Like our very first video for today. Bring the TV in because it's time for...
Uploaders Alert! Woo!
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, now...
Wait. How come you got to choose the first video? Haven't you ever heard of the term ladies first?
Oh yeah? Well, how about being fair? Huh?
Have you seen Mr. Gentleman? I believe he was here just a while ago.
Huh? But you see, you had your chance the last time. I think it's my turn now.
Well, fine, but whoever goes first is the lady.
Yeah. Okay. All right, then let's settle this fairly, all right?
Fine. Okay, go.
At the count of 3.
One,
2,
two, three.
3.
You see? It's really me. I'm first. The ladies first.
Why paper? I told you to be a stone. No!
Hi, Gab and Mitch. I'm Kayla. I'm 16 years old. My neighbor is the weirdest and most immature person I've ever encountered. He's teasing me about a story that he learned in school. According to him, girls are the reason why God drove the first man and woman out of paradise, and that the real source of all our suffering is the woman's gluttony. He said that he got this from the story of creation that we discussed in literature class. He's my neighbor and my schoolmate, which makes it difficult for me to avoid him. He never fails to ruin my day. Thank you guys. Hope you picked my video real soon.
Thank you, Kayla, for your upload. Bring the TV.
What is wrong with you, psycho? You were upset a while ago, now you're laughing your lungs out.
I mean, I don't know, I just can't help it. It's just that her neighbor, he's rude and all, but I agree with him for some reason. I don't know, for some reason I do agree with him.
Whatever, Gab.
What do you mean? What's going on?
Well, I found this video on the internet, and it's for everyone, and especially you. Guys, you have to watch this.
One day in paradise, God decided that he would make the ruler of the earth strong and steadfast. So he said to the angels,
"Let us mold man out of earth."
The angels immediately went down to fetch some soil. But the devils, which were close to the soil, did not allow them to take it, for they were jealous of the angels. The angels came rushing back to God. God saw that the devils could be calmed by giving them something that he also gave his angels. And so he agreed to also give the devils revelation of everything he would do. The devils helped the angels gather soil to create man. But man made out of pure earth crumbled. So God mixed water with the soil, and the water held the scattering fragments together somewhat. But then the mixture would not dry. God therefore summoned the wind to dry the man. And when the man was dried, God saw that the man was stiff, that he could not move. God thus placed fire inside man. It was so that man, in the end, was composed of the 4 elements of the earth: water, air, and fire. There were some problems with this marvelous creature, though. When man sneezed, his neck stretched out. God told his angels and the devils that such a problem would be countered if the man would say, "God bless me," whenever he sneezed. The devils saw that they could play tricks on man, and so, after having the simple fault of neck stretching fixed, they created another one. They made it so that man's jaw dropped so far down that it touched his chest whenever he yawned. God revealed that this prank would be countered if man would say,
"God preserve me from the devils."
whenever he yawned. Thus the devil's joke was stifled. But man was lonely. So God put him to sleep and took a piece of his rib and created woman. He blessed them and what would be the fruits of their beautiful union. The first children man and woman had been a white boy and a white girl. Then they had a black boy and a black girl. The white boy and the white girl married and left paradise to live on the earth on their own. The black boy and the black girl also married and lived on the earth on their own. So the earth became populated with whites and blacks first. Life was well for man and woman in paradise. But one day, a stranger there came to woman, offering her a fruit. But woman was already full. She took the fruit anyway and ate it. When man came along, she urged him to eat it too. And because the two of them had been full to start with, their stomachs rebelled and they started urinating and defecating in paradise. This caused God to throw them out and to curse their entire line from ever coming back. It has thus been established that the real source of all our suffering is woman's gluttony.
I mean, you see? Even in folklore, girls can be so obnoxious. And, you're a girl, right?
Yeah, duh.
That's what I thought. Whew. Oh.
Gab, what is folklore?
It was discussed in our class that folk tales or folklore, they deal with adventures, both believable and fantastic of the common folk. They're often simple tales of good and evil. The stories of ancient Philippine mythology usually deal with deities, creation stories, mythical creatures, and beliefs. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well said. Even a 7-year-old kid can define that.
Oh yeah? Well then how can folklore reflect culture?
All right, well, wait till you hear this story.
Ooh, another story. I cannot wait to see the story.
When the world first began, there was no land. There was only the sea and the sky, and between them flew a huge, beautiful bird. One day, the bird, which had nowhere to land and rest, grew tired of flying about, and in frustration stirred up the sky in a quarrel against the sea. The sky threw rain, thunder, and lightning that reached the sea, who in turn rose up and hurled waves and hurricanes that reached the sky. In order to restrain its fury, the sky showered a multitude of massive boulders down upon the sea, which became the islands that formed the Philippines. These islands prevented the waters from rising anymore, instead causing them to flow back and forth, and thereby creating the tides. Afterwards, the sky then ordered the bird to light on one of the newly formed islands, to build her nest, and to leave the sea and the sky in peace. Now, at this same time, the land breeze and the sea breeze were married, and they had a child, which they named Bamboo. One day, when Bamboo was floating against the sea, it struck the feet of the bird, shocked, hurt, and angered that anything should strike it. The bird furiously pecked at the bamboo until it split in half. Out of one section came a golden bronze-colored man named Malakas, the strong one. And from the other half came the beautiful one, named Maganda. Together, Malakas and Maganda had many children, and from them eventually came all the different races of people. After a while, the parents grew very tired of having so many idle and useless children around. They wished to be rid of them, but they knew of no other place to send them off to. Time went on, and the children became even more numerous, that the parents could no longer enjoy any peace. One day, in an act of pure irritation and desperation, Malakas seized a stick and began beating them on all sides. This so frightened the children that they all fled in different directions, seeking some place to hide, both within and outside the house. Some of the children ran into hidden rooms in the house. Several concealed themselves within the actual walls, while others hid in the fireplace. Some ran outside, and the rest fled out to the sea. Now, it happened that those who went into the hidden rooms of the house later became the chiefs of the islands, Maharlikas, and those who concealed themselves in the walls became slaves, Alipins. Those who hid in the fireplace became the Negritos, and the Aitas, and those who ran outside turned into free men, Imawas. As for those who fled to the sea, they were gone many years, and when their children eventually came back, they had become the white foreigners.
Gab, I have read that our country has 7,107 islands, with a wide range of material due to the ethnic mix of the Philippines. Each unique ethnic group has its own stories and myths to tell. Philippine mythology and superstitions are very diverse. Even the story of Malakas and Maganda vary
Wait.
from...
What?
What?
Ano?
What?
Pakiulit.
Malakas at Maganda.
Malakas at Maganda. Okay, sure, I
Yeah,
get
whatever.
it.
Even the story of Malakas and Maganda vary from region to region, but specific elements of the story remain the same. There is a huge bird that splits a bamboo, and Malakas and Maganda emerge from the two halves. The names Malakas and Maganda also denote a deeper meaning and truth about Filipino culture. Filipinos consider women to be maganda, beautiful, sweet, and soft, while men as malakas, a strong and sturdy being to whom the family can depend on at all times.
How about the story of the Tausug tribe? Why is it like that?
Well, as we all know, the Philippines was once colonized by the Spaniards, and one of these areas is the territory of Mindanao, where the Tausug tribe originated. Probably, the Tausug Story of Creation was written during the Spanish regime, the period when Christianity was first brought here to our country. Along with it is the strong influence of a patriarchal tradition.
So, meaning we were introduced to the belief that there's only one Almighty One, and the Creator of all, God, no other gods.
Amen.
Patriarchal or patriarch means that the father is the head of the family, which we have acquired up to this very day.
Oh yes, while the Malakas and Maganda was written before or after the Spanish era, Filipinos now accept men and women equal. And you're right, Gab. Until now, Filipinos have acquired Christianity, having the faith to our one and only Creator and Savior.
Yeah, likewise. We still live up to the patriarchal influence of the Spaniards and close family relationships.
Although in these modern times, men and women are equal, so they have the same rights regardless of gender.
Ooh, did you say that men and women are equal?
Yup. Gab, hello? Gab!
Whoa. All right. So let me get this straight. Men and women are treated the same way?
Well, it's like this. If the men, if they want to do something, the women can do it too. Like an example is, if the men want to provide for their family, the women can do it as well. If the women are expected to take care of their children, the men can do it as well.
Okay. So which story do you prefer, Mitch?
Of course, Malakas and Maganda.
Why?
2 words. Gender equality.
So there is no such thing as ladies first, huh?
Well, a real man knows how to respect a woman.
Now going back to our uploader, Kayla. Hi. I hope we were able to help you.
Just let that neighbor of yours be. If he teases you again, at least you could prove to him that whatever he's accusing us girls, it can be countered by another story. I think you just need to understand him and let him be, because it's also rude to call someone weird. Come up to him in a mature way and talk to him peacefully through it. And even if he gets on your nerves, don't ever start to pick a fight.
I think you just called me a psycho a while ago.
All right, Gab. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're my friend. And I'm sorry for laughing at your story a while ago. And at you as well.
That's okay, I forgive you.
Now thank you guys for uploading and staying with us. Thank you so much. Yes! Tune in again next time. Now do tune in again and upload those videos, alright? I'll see you around, friends.
He's Gab and I am Mitch, and we're saying au revoir! able to download a video clip of Hudhud Hi Aliguyon, an Ifugao myth that my grandma used to tell me as she used to tuck me in bed. Now I shall leave you with that.
In the mountainous regions of northern Luzon, a hudhud is a long tale sung during special occasions. This particular long tale is sung during harvest. A favorite topic of the hudhud is a folk hero named Aliguyon.